and I won't have it. How are you guys feeling? I feel like the team page has been pretty quiet. I'm kind of just trying to feel everybody out.
I'm enjoying life on spring break, so I don't know.
I'm sure you are. This is the time you get to like post and like.
I haven't. I've been trying.
It's gotta feel good to like have more time to like sit down and do that type of stuff. I'm gonna beat a dog. Hold on. All right, everybody else, you guys are really, really quiet. No questions, nobody's struggling with anything. Everybody's hit Success Club and signed up 6 coaches this month and feels great.
I'm struggling.
Who said that?
Me, Kelly. Like, I have been inviting, I've been just starting conversations. Like, the things that have worked for me the last year are, like, not working this month.
So, question, and this isn't judgment. This is a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Would you say last month you coasted the second half of the month?
Yeah, because there was something in that diamond group that said, like, worry about hitting Success Club at the beginning and then, like, work with your coaches at the end.
Yes, so work with your coaches.
Yeah, so, like, I kind of tried to do that last month, so I do feel like it's, like, affecting this month because I didn't reach out to, like, a ton of people the last couple weeks. So maybe that is why.
Well, and I'm just saying because that's happened to me so many times that, like, I'll hit Success Club really early, and I don't necessarily feel like I'm not working. I'm helping my coaches. I'm coming up with trainings. I'm, like, doing stuff, but I'm not necessarily posting about my challenge groups as much or, like, following up or starting as many conversations and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, April 1st or March 1st comes, and I'm like, okay, let's hit Success Club again. And people are like, where you been the last month? Like, I haven't seen you for the last 3 weeks. And so it's just this awful cycle I found myself getting into, like, last year or some time-ish around there. And it's just kind of a lesson for me to be able to pass on that I see in my coaches a lot. Like, if you're hitting Success Club early, that sometimes you won't hit it the next month until the last week. And then you hit it early again the following month because of all the work you're putting in. And then you coast and you struggle to hit it the following month. And it's just like this awful cycle that I see.
That makes sense. I never really thought of it that way. I was really just trying to, like, really work with my coaches and actually,
thank you for washing it.
Like, I don't know, like, I had calls with them and, like, stuff like that. So I didn't spend as much time really trying to get other people. So that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's not, and I don't have any judgment at all because I definitely hit Success Club and then I try to, like, focus more on other stuff. But I try to keep in the back of my mind, like, when's the last time you posted about, like, your challenge group? Or when's the last time in your stories you did, like, challenge groups? Or, like, something like that. And I try to spend now, what I try to do is spend, just in case it's hard. I try to spend, like, the last week of every month, no matter what, preparing for the next month. That's when, like, the Monday of the last week is when I start my follow-ups and when I'm, like, doing all of that so that I'm not waiting till the 1st. And so I just feel like it's just a lesson that we learned. So there was no judgment in that at all, because I love that you're helping your coaches. And it's just a balance that you find. And you have to also keep in mind that the number one way you can help your coaches is by setting the example of what you want them doing. Steve Ennis, I posted it in the Diamond Push group, but he was talking about, like, if you're hitting Success Club 5 and that's the example you're setting for your coaches, they see you as a unicorn hitting Success Club 5. And they're like, well, if I hit Success Club 2, I'm doing awesome. And that's, you know, nothing against that. But if we are trying to set an example for them, they're probably going to shoot for about half of what we're accomplishing or something like that. So we just have to set the bar higher for ourselves. But I love that you shared that. I will tell you, you're still going to hit Success Club because I know you will.
Well, and I have people that I followed up with from, like, months ago that I'm like, you know what, let me go back and follow up with these people. Because I also think too, like, I'm still struggling with the social media thing too, because, and I've been trying to do like the 531, but it's so true. Like the hashtags, every Beachbody coach is hashtagging all the same. Like even like I feel like it's hard to still find people that are regular moms hashtagging mom life. Like everybody's a coach. So I'm still trying to like figure out how to connect with people that are like mutual followers that are.
I have found more success in what Christy does. So one, I have found more success in searching hashtags that have nothing to do with like anything. Like Virginia is beautiful. Like random stuff. Also, I find a lot of success with like DIY stuff. Because commenting on someone's home decor is a lot easier than like going to follow a mom with only pictures of her kids and trying to not sound like a creep commenting on 3 pictures of someone's baby. But someone who's into like crafts or like furniture and like home decor, I find it a lot easier to comment and be like, oh my gosh, how cute is that? Like, or what color paint is that? Or, you know, like asking authentic questions. And then what Christy has always done that I love is she doesn't search hashtags, she does places. So like her favorite coffee shop and just little, even local places, they don't have to be local, boutiques that you like. I go to Hazel and Olive every single day and do it on one of their posts. And I don't always get a ton on them because it ends up being some of the same people. But I can normally get like 3 to 5 new people on like one of the outfits I like. And just kind of look at who's liked that and go through. It's a process. It's not easy. And that's why if you watch Amy's videos, she talks about how she would do like 5 to 10 at a time because it takes a while to do. I have never gotten to 50 in a day. She says she does like, she was doing 50 a day. I don't know how she did 50 a day. And maybe I'm just being too picky about the comments I'm leaving and stuff and not trying to sound creepy. I can get to like a good 20, 25 on like a good day when I'm like really being intentional about doing like 5 or so here and there. But I mean, I love it because I have gotten good followers from there that like people are watching my stuff and some of them aren't. Like some of them I end up unfollowing after a week or so and I'm like, oh, maybe you're not my person. You're not following me. Like we're good. But I would be more creative with the hashtags you are following and look at places, locations.
Well, and I guess like maybe it's not just like the followers, but I feel like the same people are watching my story. So like maybe I just don't really fully know like how Instagram works to how to get more people, because I pretty much stay in my stories for the most part. But I feel like it's the same, like 175 people watching my stories. And so then when I'm like, because I'll go through and just say something like, hey, like, I noticed, or I'll just say like, thank you for supporting like my crazy life, or like, I don't know. I just like have this little thing that I say to people, but it's like the same people that are consistently watching my stories. So I can't even like reach out to like people that are watching them anyway. So I don't know I don't understand how Instagram works in that way.
Jen, so Jordan said, hide hashtags. I just copy and paste 10 hashtags into my stories and make them as small as I can. And I do the same with a location every single day. I do Charlottesville. So I would challenge you, if you don't know how Instagram works, to do research on it. And I know that's not fun, but I am not a social media queen. Like, that's what I said when you guys asked me for social media trainings. I'm like, you guys, I have 5,000 followers over the course of like 5 years. It's not like I've ever built anything in this business fast and quick. And another thing to keep in mind, it's not always the amount of followers. Chelsea has a bajillion followers. Do you know how many coaches follow her? When she gets her messages, she says it might be 1 out of 100 messages that are somebody worthwhile for her talking to and not just a coach on someone else's team. Like, it is like 70,000 followers. It's not all gravy, because you have to think, once you're like up high in the company, other coaches are following you, just like every single one of you is following Amy Rada probably. Like, all of us contribute to her 70,000 followers. Think about how many other coaches are doing the same thing. Yes, Christy, that's a good tip that I always like to do too. She said she checks people's stories, and I do the same thing because I feel much more authentic commenting on somebody's stories as well. And I do feel like I get a better response from them, or it's more personal. I follow a lot of people that end up like are boxer moms, and they'll post pictures of their boxers, and their stories are like funny faces. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that face. And like, it's authentic to me because I would say that if they were standing in front of me. But yeah, watching their stories is another good way to start really building that rapport. But it really just takes time, utilizing hashtags. That thing I posted today, talked about how you should be using 30 hashtags in your post every day. Is it annoying? Maybe. Does it work? Yeah. Like, I don't ever post. The only times I really don't post a lot of hashtags are if it's something super duper personal, like our infertility stuff. I'm very specific about using hashtags on those, and I might only use like a couple infertility ones because I don't want to put like fitness stuff on there. Like, I don't want it to come off the wrong way, or that I'm just utilizing that for those purposes. But otherwise, everything I post has at least 30 hashtags just to try to get more eyes. And, quantity, I know it goes back and forth between like quality over quantity and quantity over quality. Amy Rada posts 5 times a day most of the days. Like, and then some people, Sammy posts like 1 to 2 times, maybe every day. So it's really just finding what works for you, finding your good times, being cognizant of those, and giving yourself grace. Also, I would look at who's liking your photos, because I bet you there are new people coming and new people finding you. It's just hard to sometimes realize that when you don't see your number fluctuating as much. But like today I went through all my Transformation Tuesday, and it's easy to see who's already been liking my stuff because I've sent the same message to, just like Kelly was saying. But like, I had like 15 new ones to send it to today. It's a slow process. I wish I had some magic tricks for you all. I would be using them. Like, I don't really. But I do encourage you, if you are frustrated with it, or if you're wanting to dig more. When I first started being success partners with Sammy, she was like, I spent a year researching Instagram. Like, that's what I did. And then I did everything I found that it told me to do. Yeah, Mallory, that's awesome. Jesse too.
I'm gonna unmute myself. I'm just like having trouble finding like real people that don't look like they're already Instagram famous.
Well, that's why when you do your 531, you choose who you're commenting on. I mean, I was doing it today, and one of the girls, I was like, oh, this picture is so cute. I love her outfit. And then I clicked on her, and she had 20,000 followers. And I was like, no, not worth my time, because she's probably not even going to see my comment or care. So, I mean, I'm just choosy with those people. And it takes me, you guys, I sat there during getting my pedicure, and I did like 10 of them during that whole time of doing. It takes me time to sit there and go through them. But I think that's part of choosing my type of people too. You could do it quick and not care who you're doing it with, but to do it, to actually build your following with people you're wanting to build it with, I do think it's going to take time. And it's so funny. I don't know what everyone's using to automatically follow people right now, but I have this one woman, and she's a coach. She's an older coach. I don't know who she is, but she follows me every single day. I get a notification that she's following me, and I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. Like, I notice you. Stop doing it. But anyways. And I don't mean to sound like any type of way about the training. I'm just completely honest when I say I'm not an expert. So I feel like me giving you guys like advice is not authentic to me. But just trucking along, make sure you're staying in your stories a lot. Also, when you do really fun stuff, you'll see your stories boost. Like I guarantee my stories go up double next week while I'm on my cruise. And it's so crazy because people will watch it if it's exciting. But like, I don't know how to keep them there all the time. Any other questions? We are going to be doing a coaching sneak peek next Saturday. Well, we're going to open it up this Saturday for those of you who, Bethany and I are doing it together with some of our girls who are working towards Diamond or are just working towards Star Diamond, different things like that. And we are going to open it this Saturday. And then her and I are going to go live throughout the week on the cruise ship with like, let's get to know each other. And like all the things that we would normally write out and post just to create some of that like fun excitement, like, hey, look where we are. And then the following Saturday, we'll be doing the Coach Sneak Peek. So that's open to everybody to add people to. I know we haven't done one in a while. So definitely utilize that. If you are trying to sign coaches right now, I think it'll be helpful. You guys are quiet. I'll have the Ultimate Portion Fix group open on Monday. I will probably need to make coaches admins. If you were going to be adding coaches or challengers in there, tell me so I can make you an admin, because I'm planning on taking I'm either taking my laptop or my iPad, but I've heard internet on cruises has gotten a lot better, but I'm also just worried that I'm going to get out there and not end up having anything. I will have like scheduled posts and everything, so all of the stuff from the actual like challenge group guide will be already scheduled. So I just want you guys to not have to like stress about like, oh, I can't get this person in there. So just tell me if you want to be an admin and I'll make you an admin so you can add people. And so I am Miss Positivity. I just want you guys to know that I get agitated at things that Beachbody do. Those freaking package options for Ultimate Portion Fix have driven me insane. I've messaged Christy complaining about it. Like I lost a challenge pack the other night because of it. And I'm like, ugh, these are such stupid options. Just know that I get frustrated too. So I just wanted to share that because you guys aren't alone when you get frustrated with stuff. The package options are just really weird. And I don't think I realized it until people started asking me questions. And then I was like, no, you can't get Energize and Recover if you already have BOD. Like, what?
I have a question that I could probably look up, but I might as well just ask you because the girl.
No, you're fine.
She said, so is Ultimate Portion Fix going to be on Beachbody On Demand? Like, this is something they're always going to have to purchase separately, right?
Yeah, just like 2B Mindset, because they'll keep it forever.
Okay.
The new 21-day Fix and Fix Extreme will eventually be on BOD. But you also get to keep those forever if you get the Ultimate Portion Fix. Even if you get rid of Beachbody On Demand, you get to keep those workouts forever. Which I just think is, you guys, I will say the package option prices for what they are offering for the Ultimate Portion Fix are crazy. Like, someone told me they wanted to get the base kit, and I was like, do you realize you can add Shakeology onto it for $1.66 a day a serving? Like, please tell me why you don't want to do this. I was about as upfront as I've ever been in my entire life. I was like, first of all, this girl is in the highest bracket, and she struggles to get in all of her containers. And I'm like, here's your sign. So she's getting the challenge pack. But, I mean, the prices for the stuff and being able to add on a year of BOD for $40 is amazing, too. Like, the prices for stuff are amazing. Also, have you guys noticed so I have a coach who she was like, Kristen, I don't want to order Energize by itself because my Shakeology is going to ship next month and I don't want to pay shipping on both of them. And I was like, well, girl, Beachbody is going to charge you shipping per item no matter what. But have you guys noticed all the promos they're adding at there? So she added Shakeology And I said, just go to your cart and put it in there and see what the price difference is, because it probably will just not even make a difference if you just order Energized today. And she was like, she added Shakeology, and then once she added Energized, it gave her free shipping on the Energized, an additional 20% off on the Energized.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Every time if I buy something, I put one thing in my cart and then I go to checkout, and then they start offering me like all these deals of how to like add extra stuff in there.
I wonder if that's how they're trying to branch this we hate the shipping cost thing. Because it ended up giving her free shipping on the Energized, so she only paid her HD shipping for her Shakeology to get both of them. And my mom said the other day it offered her something too, and then she took something out of her cart and then it messed everything up and she like lost her offers and stuff. But I do like that. So we're just this is an open forum if you guys have any questions. I will say I have gotten a bajillion questions in my inbox from you guys about the Success Club trips and stuff. So if you guys have any questions like that you want to share in the open, that I can say the same thing to everybody, feel free. I don't know how I'm going to pack all of my stuff in my suitcase. Christy, are you trying to unmute or are you looking something else? Okay.
I have a question about Summit. Sorry, this is like Kelly asking questions all night.
No, I love questions, Kelly. You're my favorite right now.
So I still haven't found a room, but don't worry, I'll find one. But as far as like, I hope I do anyways. So when and if I get a room, traveling, like if I were to fly there, like is it near the convention center, or am I gonna have to like I don't know the area for anybody that went last year, like how is that? Or do most people drive?
I'm driving. How far away are you?
I'm close to you. You're in like the Fredericksburg area, right?
Yeah.
You can drive.
I'm really close. I'm an hour from Fredericksburg.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and we will have multiple cars coming from Virginia because I don't ever fly because I want to pack all the things.
Yeah.
Just come ride with us.
Yeah,
okay,
ride with
I'll
one
end
of
up
us.
doing that then because I'm in Maryland, but I'm just over the bridge from.
And it's much cheaper to ride than fly. And
Yeah.
I just honestly, I can't remember where the airport was. Jordan, do you remember where the airport was in connection to everything else? I don't even remember seeing it. I'm sure it was close.
No, because we didn't have to go.
No,
I
know,
don't
but
remember
I don't
anything
remember
about
seeing,
the
like, yeah, I just don't even remember seeing
Okay,
it.
then where do I find the post on finding a roommate? It's in Shred Nation, right?
So message me afterwards.
Okay, because I don't know. We might be having someone back out of our room that thought that they were going to go. So.
Well, and that is what happens.
Yeah.
That's why being in the Summit page of Shred Nation is really helpful because right now, because the hotels in Indianapolis know we're coming, hotels are going for $500 a night.
Yeah.
If they're not a part of like the Beachbody stuff. People back out. I cannot tell you how many coaches I've had buy tickets and then just not use it afterwards. So people definitely back out. But I know Mallory, Jordan, and I have a spot in our room. So there are spots on the team. And then within Shred Nation, there are spots. So definitely just check in there. But yeah, getting a hotel. So I was always team Airbnb. And then last year I was like, I want to do a hotel just to be right there. And it was so nice to walk out of the hotel into the convention center and into the stadium and not have to worry about driving and being able to walk back to the hotel to eat lunch and like be able to pack stuff and all of that. Oh yeah, Jordan, as far as like Airbnb versus hotels, is that what you're saying? Or you mean driving? Oh yeah. I don't think Summit will ever be in New Orleans again. I don't think we have to worry about that. I'm excited to see where the next year will be. Indianapolis is a really cute little area for it though. Like it's so nice and like everything in one area that it's been nice, for lack of a better word. Like Nashville stuff was very spread out. So like to go to the different buildings they were like miles away from each other. So it was like you were hiking to get to like one building to the next. Any other summit questions? It's going to be here before we know it.
So do we sign up for classes or, because I saw
Not this
some.
year. So this year they redid the whole summit thing. And I don't know if this is official because a lot of people in the roundtable are complaining about how they're doing it. They're doing it per rank. So if you're a diamond coach, you'll go to this training. If you're a 2-star, you'll go to this training. If you're 5-star or above, you'll go to this training. If you're coach to emerald, you'll go here. And that's not for everything. There are multiple things that are like everybody's together. But that's more for like the breakout stuff. And a lot of people are complaining because they're like, well, I might be 5-star, but I don't want to leave my whole team and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're going to keep it this way. But the idea is people complained forever, Tata Marie, because Summit has always been more geared towards a newer coach. The trainings are more newer coach-esque. And so now they're trying to not do that and have it more catered towards your level and what you want to hear. But we'll let you know if you have to sign up for a track, but because we'll have like a group message where we're all like, hey, we're all signing up for this track. These are the workouts you will have to probably sign up for workouts.
Have they released that information yet or no?
I don't think so. I mean, I know they have like, if you get the TBB events app, you can bring up Summit and look at the agenda, I believe, or it might have been on Summit's website that I looked at it. Yeah, I don't know if Summit's on here yet. It might have been on Summit's website that I looked at like the potential agenda. But like last year you picked one trainer workout and then you could earn the other one and then everybody does a super workout. I mean, everyone does a trainer workout. You just pick which one you want to do. So I'm assuming that will still be the case.
When did we start qualifying for like the different workouts and stuff like that? Was that just a few months before Summit?
Yeah, I feel like it's normally like the 2 months before Summit. You know, for this cruise, they had us try to hit Success Club 20 by the 15th between March 1st and March 15th. It's the first photo op I didn't qualify for, and it pissed me off. But what? Sorry. So I don't know if they're trying to tighten up things, qualification wise, but, yeah, it's normally like qualify the month before for like Success Club. So what they normally do is like hit Success Club 25 the month before and the month of combined. And it doesn't matter which one, like how many you hit in either of them, as long as you hit Success Club in either of them, but like combined 25 or something like that. Any other questions? Summit, coaching, rank, income, ultimate portion fix. Travis, I'm on a call.
Hold on a second. I know this is just a comment. And I know people have said it before, but I have like completely buckled down on the Success Club tracker and have seen such a difference in my productivity, in like everything. Like I'm actually putting a timer on for each of them and I'm actually getting them done, and I'm getting so much more like interest. Like my thing over here, like I don't have enough circles for invites, like and follow-ups. Like it's been crazy.
That's awesome.
So anyone who hasn't hopped on and you don't feel like you're like just do it.
It's so easy.
It is.
Like the way and it's perfect for absolutely any level of this business, because if you're working full time and you need to do pockets of time, okay, perfect. You have 10 minutes, knock out this 10-minute section, like knock out this. I just love how it's laid out.
That was like my one thing that I swear that's changed my business the most is following that business tracker and finding those pockets of time. Like,
We need to get you on a national wake-up call talking about this.
yes.
New coach success story. Like, you know, how they do like the diamond 1-star success stories. I'm going to shoot my husband.
Is he vacuuming? Like, what is that sound?
Like, I'm telling you, like, all nerves are done. Whew. Any other? I love that feedback. And I struggle because when new coaches are like, where do I start? And I'm like, here. Like, I don't mean to sound any other way. Like, Beachbody has done such a good job at creating this. Like, it's absolutely what, no matter what level you are, like what you should be doing.
Yeah, I use both of those sheets in conjunction with each other just to see like how many, like I'm just such like a numbers person that I like seeing how many invites I'm getting and how many follow-ups I'm getting, and just like using both of them really helps me. And then I have an Excel sheet that I have everybody like in. So
I was just thinking earlier, I watched a really good Jamie Ennis video a few weeks ago that was talking about like prepping for like hitting Success Club in the first of the month. And it was talking about how she like private messages people that maybe she's had conversation with, and maybe they read it and they didn't get back to you, but you know, as like a busy mom, or like you put your phone down and you forget to go back to that message or something like that. So she said she was messaging people being like, hey, I wanted to offer you one of the first 10 spots in my group before I start advertising, or like, you know what I mean? Just to kind of give them that special feeling that they're going to be one of your like top 10s or something like that for the month.
Well, and that gives me two things to touch on. One, creating urgency with like that. When I tell you guys, I spend the last week of the month following up, that's what I'm doing. Like, my group starts on Monday. I want to make sure that not only do we get you set up with your program, we get your meal plan done so you're ready to go on Monday. Creating urgency is huge. And then following up. I feel like the one thing that sets successful coaches apart from not successful coaches, or people who aren't seeing as much success as they want, is being fearful of following up because you feel like you're bugging people. 98% of my business comes from follow-ups. If I didn't follow up, and I'm not talking 1 or 2 follow-ups, there are people I have messaged for a year straight once a month, just checking back in. You told me to let you know when my next group starts. And you never know when that time is going to be where they're like, yep, I'm ready. Like, I've had that happen so many times. And you're not bugging them. And I give people an out. Like, I say, I don't want to bug you. If you're not interested, let me know and I will not follow up with you anymore. But like, part of my job as a coach is to invest in you and like show you I believe in you. So let's do the dang thing. And I've never had anyone say, no, don't follow up with me anymore. I have people say, thank you, keep doing it. I promise one of these times I'm going to be ready. And it's just, if you're scared of following up, I don't think you will ever see success in this business, like long term, because there's going to come a point where your cold market runs out. I mean, your warm market runs out, and follow-ups are going to be a huge piece of what you're doing. Jesse, sorry, I went off on a tangent.
No, you're good. I would say I keep the Word doc app on my phone, and I have my whole list of people that said that they maybe are interested or that they want to do this. So that way, that last week, I'm like, hey, on Monday, my group starts. I'll send you the stuff this weekend and we'll get you all, or like whatever the case may be. And I swear that's why I hit Success Club so early in the month. Like, I hit Success Club, I don't know, whatever, that weekend, I was already like at almost 10.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Mallory, the more honest you are in the messages, like, and I'm honest, but I have that posture where I put the ball in their court. Like, if you're not ready to get started on your journey, you let me know, because my groups start the first Monday of every month, and I'm going to keep checking up on you because you told me you were interested, type of thing. And do you know how hard it is to be on the other side of that message and be like, yep, I'm not ready to get started on my health and fitness journey? Like, I mean, and that's not me like putting blame. It's putting the responsibility in their hands to say like, yes, I want to do this or no. But it gives them the out of saying like, girl, like I did it the other day and someone was like, I actually just signed up for a gym. And I said, awesome. Like, good luck. If that, doesn't, if in a couple of months, like you're looking for something different, my group starts the first Monday of every month. I know I was all about the gym and then I really needed that additional accountability. So like, if you are interested, you just let me know, that type of thing. Like, so I don't feel like it burns bridges. That girl's still liking my stuff and commenting and messaging me and doing stuff. So follow-ups. Anything else? I don't want to keep you guys. I also feel like all of my challengers have the flu. Everyone else's challengers, like it's crazy because they're from everywhere. Like I've got like people in Texas with the flu and people in North Carolina with the flu and like people in California. And I'm like, oh.
So when Bryce was in the hospital this past weekend, the flu epidemic was ridiculous that we waited in the waiting room for a half hour. We went to triage. They had no rooms open. So they had to put us in a big room with people. They were like taking his blood in front of people. And then when we had to get transported to another hospital, they had to find a hospital that was accepting patients because of how high the flu epidemic was.
So crazy.
So crazy.
Jeter had to get a flu shot today. Mallory, that's crazy. Kelly, does anyone have a good video to watch on improving your challenge groups? Did you listen to the Kelsey Smith National Wake Up Call on improving your challenge groups?
No, because I can never figure out how to listen to them because I can't listen to them on Mondays, but I can't find them on my podcast app.
Oh, well,
one time I tried to call into the line like the next day and I was not getting, like, I don't know, it was weird. It wouldn't let me do it.
Well, you can always go back to the TBB Coach 411 page, and they're always in there still, like live. Okay. But I mean, as soon as it's on, like as soon as it's not Monday anymore, it pops up on my podcast app for the National Wake Up Call.
I couldn't find it.
But
there was one I was trying to watch recently, and I couldn't.
Yeah, that one is good. I love listening to Kelsey Smith. I would listen to that, like go on the TBB Coach, because I think you'll just get, like, I even was like, oh, I need to do that. Every time I hear her talk about her challenge groups and how fun of things she does in there. I mean, she's not giving like a ton of stuff, she's more talking about like you creating excitement, how you're building it up and what you're contributing to it. I don't know. It's just a really good call, I think. Katie said that happened to me on the podcast, so I had to delete the app and restart it. So maybe you need to do that so it's updating them. But yeah, that's a really good one. So one thing I loved about what she did talk about that I wrote down and started implementing was, I always lay out what people are getting when they sign up. Like you're getting a year of this and this and this and this. And she really builds up the challenge tracker app and how like you have a place to log all of your stuff and set reminders and all that. And I used this on our call the other night for the Ultimate Portion Fix. I never had a gym that messaged me at 5:00 and said, you haven't done your workout yet. Like, what are you doing? So she really talks up that and how cool of a tool that is for people. And that really, I love the app, but it made me even more excited to dig in, make my file section even better, and really start like doing all the things in there. So that when I do tell people how awesome the app is, I'm not letting them down once they get in the group. Like if people utilize it, there's awesome stuff in there. Yes, Mallory, that's a really good tip. She said, this isn't straightforward, but when I became my best challenger, suddenly I saw a lot of engagement. The more I'm in my group and the more I'm excited about stuff. Also, my daily check-ins have been working again this month. I saw a lot of participation go down when we had the Transform 20 group open at the same time. And now that I have those people back in my monthly groups, I think that's helping. But I've seen people like commenting on each other's, and I'm encouraging them to post more stuff than just their workouts and just their shakes. So I think that helps. Oh, something fun I did was Sammy Glonick's 100 challenge, and it worked the first week. It wasn't as exciting the second week, but what she does is she got this idea from one of her coaches, and she posts a post that's like 100 check-ins of water, 100 bottles of water. And so every time someone drinks a bottle of water, they comment with the next sequence number. So if I started off for the day, I'm like 1. And then Jessie comments with her empty bottle, 2. And then Jordan comments 3. And you guys try to, as a group, get to 100 bottles of water. And I will tell you, we did not get to 100 my first time, but we got to like 70. And some people just have really big bottles of water, like jugs of water that they're carrying to work that they only had to refill once. But she also said she'll do it with like servings of veggies and like every green container you get in today and like stuff like that. And I just think that's cool. And I asked for feedback from my group, and they all said that it made them get more water in, that it made it more fun for them to get more water in. And then I did a drawing where I just did like a random number generator, and whatever number was that number, they got an Amazon gift card. So I think doing things like that is fun. And you could do the 100, and you could change it. It doesn't have to be 100. You know, you could do 25 or 50, whatever's feasible. I thought 100 would be feasible in my group because I was like, well, I fill up 7 times a day. Like I got y'all like a little bit there. But ow, stop. But yeah, I think the more of those things you can do. I also went in and like changed up my posts this month, like went back to posts I had been using maybe a year and a half ago, like just because I know some of my challengers have seen the same type of stuff. But yeah. Anything else? Tomorrow's payday. The Shred Nation call should be really good tonight. If you guys don't get a chance to watch that, it will be recorded as well. This is my day, y'all. I told Travis today I was going to just run away. Okay, well, I will let you guys go. Thank you guys for hopping on. I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry I didn't have a topic. My brain is like cruise mode and everything else right now. So I will post more information about the sneak peek. I will have the Ultimate Portion Picks group open. So if you want to be a part of that, I will have the post in our team page on Saturday. And have a fabulous rest of the week. Bye, guys.